right, good morning everybody, good morning. How are you all feeling today? I'm just gonna lower a little bit of music while we start. Finding a comfortable seat on your mat. You can sit cross-legged if that's comfortable. You can sit on your heels if that's comfortable. Feel free to grab any blocks or props, blankets, bolsters, anything that helps you throughout your practice. Beginning with your hands resting on your legs toward the knees. You can bring both palms either face down for more of a grounding sensation, right? If you feel that you need a little bit more grounding today, or you can turn both palms face up, right? A little more open gesture of receiving. Either option is fine. Just let the eyes close. And just starting with a few deep breaths. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale it softly out of the mouth. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling softly out of the mouth. One more. Then letting the breath just move in and out through the nose. As you continue sitting tall, soften the space between the eyebrows. Start to deepen the breath, taking slower, deeper inhales, slower, deeper exhales. Firing up your Ujjayi breath, the breath with sound. Let's take 3 more deep breaths. And begin opening up the eyes. And coming onto your hands and knees. Stay connected to the breath as best you can. And you can tuck or untuck the toes here, whatever feels better on the knees. Just a few rounds of cat and cow warming up the spine. Inhaling, arching. Exhaling, rounding down. Inhaling, arching, little back bend, just warming things up. Exhaling, rounding it down. One more deep breath. Returning to a neutral spine, tuck the toes, down dog, hips up and back. Just one more deep breath. Inhale, heels high. Exhaling, heels back to the mat. Let's start looking forward in front of the hands. Walk or lightly hop your feet up to the front of the mat, folding over the legs, keeping your feet about hip width distance apart. Interlace all 10 fingers behind the back. Let the head drop down. You can bend the knees as much as you like. Start to let your arms drop down toward the mat. Keep a small bend in the knees as you begin rolling up to stand. Take your time, uncurl all the way up. Head up, chest up, shoulders back, palms slightly forward, Tadasana. Press down through the legs. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up overhead. Exhale, dive back over the legs. Chest up on the inhale, lengthen. Exhale to plank or jumping to chaturanga. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Nice, steady, deep breaths. From your downward facing dog, looking forward, walk or hop the feet up to the front, lifting up the chest on the inhale. Exhaling, round down as you fold, stepping your feet together, toes and heels touch, bend the knees, sink the hips, coming into chair pose, Utkatasana, lift the arms high. Let the shoulders soften out of the ears. Try looking up if you can, even if it's just the eyes looking up. Give it one more deep breath in. Then dive over the legs, let it go. Lift up the chest on the inhale. Exhale to plank. You can jump it to chaturanga. We're meeting in down dog. So again, however you choose to get there, completely up to you. Holding for a deep breath in. Holding for a deep breath out. Good. Lifting up the right leg. Step into warrior one. Bring the right foot through the hands. Left heel 45-degree angle. Arms high. Reach both arms behind the back. Set up humble warrior. Shoulders back, heart open. Keep the front knee bending as you round. Soften the head down. Take one more deep breath. Good. Coming up halfway on the inhale, chest up. As you exhale, reach the right hand in front of the right foot, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana, maybe a block under the right hand as the left leg lifts up off the mat, left arm lifted high. Strong standing leg, turn your head when you can. Maybe looking up at your left fingertips if you can. Give it one more deep breath. Let's step to warrior two. Bring your left foot softly on the mat, arms out to the side. Reverse the warrior, sweep the right arm up. On the exhale, lower the hands to the inside of the right foot. Come into Prasarita Padottanasana to the left. Bring the right toes in so your feet wide apart but parallel. Fold over the legs, take a deep breath in. Hold, taking a deep breath out. Big inhale, lift the chest. On the exhale, let's side lunge to the back of the mat. Bend the left knee, but keep your heel on the mat. And maybe the right foot stays flat. Maybe pick up the right toes. Let's pass through center, go to the front of the mat. Do the same thing. Bend the right knee, keep the heel down. Maybe pick up the left toes. One last time to the back of the mat. Bend the left knee, heel down. Let's come into a low lunge, face the front of the mat. Plant the right toes down, walk the hands around. Coming into a side plank, face the right side of the room. Roll to the outer left foot, stack the right leg on top. Feel free to modify as we did at the start of our practice. You can otherwise keep the legs straight like this. If you want to challenge yourself, float the right leg up or any other variations you're working on. Let's give it one more deep breath. Coming back to center plank, nice and easy, either going directly back to your down dog or feel free to flow through your plank. Chaturanga, up dog. We'll meet in down dog, and when you get there, let's lower the knees, take a little child's pose, separate the knees a little wider than the hips, toes together, hips to heels. Reaching arms forward or back. Deep breaths. Returning onto your hands and knees. Press back to downward facing dog. Lift the left leg high, big inhale. Exhale, warrior one, step your foot through, right heel turns down, lift the arms. Humble warrior, arms back, change the grip as you interlace fingers, open the heart. Exhaling, round it down, fold over the front leg or slightly inside the left knee. Give it one more deep breath. Press through the legs, coming up about halfway on the inhale. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Reach the left hand in front of the left foot. Maybe put your hand on a block, right leg up off the mat. Point the right toes away from you, right arm lifted high. Nice deep breaths. Turn your head when you can, looking up if you can. One more breath. Bring it back slow, warrior two, right foot on the mat, arms out to the side. Reverse the warrior, left arm high. Exhaling both hands to the inside of the left foot. Prasarita Padottanasana to the right. Bring the left toes in with you. Keep the alignment nice and clean. Soften the crown of the head toward the mat. Give it one more breath. Start to lift up the chest. Let's take side lunge, back of the mat. Bend the right knee. Keep the heel down. Let's try it at the front of the mat. Bend the left knee, heel down, pick up the right toes, maybe. One last time, back of the mat, bend the right knee. Low lunge at the front of the mat. Plant the left toes down, walk the hands around. Vashisthasana, side plank, roll to the outer right foot. Left leg on top. Facing the opposite side of the room. Try to do the same thing you did on the first side. One more breath. Let's come back to center plank, meeting in down dog, either going straight back or chaturanga up dog. Deep breaths. Good. Let's slow it down a little bit. Lower the knees onto the mat. Have a seat. Lower onto your back. Bring the knees in toward the chest. If it feels good, maybe rock side to side. Maybe happy baby pose. Bringing your feet back down on the mat. We'll come into a reverse figure four this morning, right? Reverse pigeon pose. Take your right ankle, slide it above the left knee. And if this is best on the joints, you can keep it right here. Maybe right hand toward the inside of the right leg, close to the knee, not on the knee directly, right? Or hug your left knee in, right? If you have space to do so, flex the feet. And if the left knee is good, actually, well, both knees are good, and only if the knees are good, you can work this a little deeper by interlacing all 10 fingers outside the left leg. Right? Deep breaths. One more deep breath. Good. Letting your feet return onto the mat. Roll onto your left side. Bring your left elbow on the mat. Your forearm is down so your chest comes up. Stack your right leg on top of the left. Lift the right leg all the way up. Point your toes up toward the sky so you can lift it up a little higher. Bring your right leg all the way forward, the direction that you're facing, until your foot lowers to the mat. You can either lower all the way with your head and your hand, okay? Or all the way with your left ear resting on your arm. Your top arm, which is your right arm, grabs your bottom foot, which is your left foot. Bend the left leg, right? Flex the left foot so your left toes are curling. Let the tailbone tuck a little bit. As you hold on to the left foot, the left leg, you'll start to feel a little stretch through the left quadricep. Let's take one more deep breath. Letting go of the bottom leg, straighten it out. Let your torso open up toward the sky. So your bottom arm, which is your left arm, reach it out in the same direction as your top leg. Bring your right shoulder back, coming into a twist. Let the right arm drop out toward the right side. You can either keep looking over the left shoulder or turn your gaze up toward the sky. If it seems like a reasonable thing to do, maybe your left hand holds onto your right foot. Optional, of course. Let's give it one more deep breath. Good, letting go. Return onto the back, hug the knees in. Maybe rock a little side to side if you like, releasing everything out. Bring your feet again onto the mat, both knees bending. We'll do the other side. Bring your left ankle above the right knee. Little figure 4. Maybe the left hand stays where it is on the inner left leg, close to the knee, but not on the knee. Or hug the right leg in. Or, if and only if the knees are good, you can interlace all 10 fingers outside the right leg, right? Front of the leg, shin. Let's give it one more deep breath. Release back out, both feet on the mat, roll onto the right side. Right elbow down, right forearm down. Left leg, stack it on top. Lift the left leg all the way up, point the toes. Bring the left leg all the way out. Towards about 9 o'clock. Lower down, either letting your head rest in your right hand or all the way down, let your right ear just rest on your shoulder, your right arm. Take your top arm, left arm, grab your bottom foot, bend the right leg, reach back, curl the right toes so you're flexing the right foot. Lengthening the tailbone, almost like scooping the tailbone a tiny bit. We don't really want to round the lower back at all, but we want to find a little bit of length so that your right quadricep gets a nice stretch here. Let's give it one more deep breath. Letting go of the bottom leg, let it straighten out on the mat. Bring your right arm all the way out the same direction of your top leg, your left leg. Bring your torso, open it up toward the sky so your left shoulder drops back onto the mat. Drop your left arm out to the side. You're either looking over the right arm or look up toward the sky. If it seems like a reasonable thing to do, take your right hand, grab onto your left foot. Let's give it one more deep breath. Release it out, return to center, bend the knees, hug the knees in toward the chest. Rock it out if you like. Any little stretch or any other little twist you want to grab, feel free. When you're ready, bring both feet onto the mat, Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, let your knees drop out, coming into a reclining hip opening stretch. Either letting your hands rest on the legs or on the belly, maybe even dropping the arms out by your sides. Maintaining nice deep breaths. Stay present. Let's give it one more deep breath here. Start folding the knees back together. Feel free to release out again, hug the knees in, and from here start to settle into your final relaxation today, Shavasana, corpse pose. Letting the legs extend out on the mat. Separate the feet a little bit so the toes naturally drop out toward the sides. Let the arms drop out, turn both palms face up, softly closing the eyes. Letting go of the breath, return to soft breaths, soft inhales, soft exhales. Uncreasing the brow, unclenching the jaw. Softening on the mat, feeling fully supported by the mat underneath you. Just embracing a few brief moments of stillness. Begin lengthening the breath. Gradually returning awareness to the body, wiggling fingers, wiggling toes. Maybe gently roll the head side to side. Reach the arms overhead, enjoy a nice waking stretch. Bring the knees in toward the chest one final time. Roll slowly to the right side. Keeping the eyes closed a little while longer, start coming back up to a comfortable seated position on the mat. Bringing both palms together at the heart, relaxing your chin to your chest. Taking another opportunity to connect with your breath. Revisiting your intention. And always taking an opportunity to honor your efforts and honor your practice today. Namaste.